Hello, everybody. This is your girl B. Thank you so much for joining us in another session on Chilling with B today. Guys, today, dinomtu apha isithandwa samu osivizithe namhlanje. No one else other than Nguni Child. Hello, Nguni. How are you?
Ngiright onunjani?
Ndiyavuya mani buzile namhlanje ebubhizini bakho but wasinika ixesha. Inkosi kakhulu.
Nami ngiyabonga.
Oh, inkosi.
Kade sagcina
Ngase awuna ID. Ibethuna culture man umbalisele. Who is Nguni Child and what something do you want to say or listeners zethu ne that might not know about you? Okay. So who is Nguni Child and what is it our listeners might not know about you?
Okay. So Nguni Child is an African child who is born in the Eastern Cape landscape. Kuthiwa ke ngesiXhosa makukhulunywa eMpuma Koloni.
Okay.
Yes. But didn't stay there. Lived in Rustenburg in Northwest, phansi kwesizwe sabeTswana.
Oh.
For almost 20 years. Ne? And then after I was done in 20 years, then I stayed in Joburg. Ne? And then later on I came to Cape Town. So Nguni Child has been singing from the age of, I don't know, I have no idea. I grew up in a household where everybody is singing. Omega was suffering. Yes, la radio kuthiwa Omega nama cassette.
Yes.
Zazisukula into engaziwa kuya recordwa nje. And yes, and I used to take soprano. My mom loves tenor and alto. So I used to take soprano. I grew up under a denomination where music was free and mostly I excelled in traditional choral music type of thing.
Wow.
Yes. Even now like I excelled in it. So for me, I think that was my basic for the type of music that approaches my intellection or my subconscious or to teach in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. So Nguni Child, that's what Nguni Child. So Nguni is, it comes from the son of Abraham.
Okay.
Abraham, who was born by Yeye. That is what the bazalwa ngalelo hlobo. So the first son was Nguni. Okay. So Nguni, according to the stories, is born, is giving birth to the black nation.
Oh,
yes. Okay. So this is where we come from as SingabeTswana, SingamaXhosa, Sintontoni, it goes there. But there's people who can make the hierarchy very nicely.
Okay.
Yes. So I took that name. Okay. Because why? Because I've touched most of the nations. I know Tsonga Nation, I know Venda, I know all the people, I've stayed with them. I know most of the languages, Setswana, Sesotho, Sepedi, whatever, yes. I can tell you Setswana, ebaTswaneni kunabakhahle, kunabarorong, kunani. So I know them all. So there's no need for me to be ukuthi ngibe violent, to be no, I'm Hlubi alone. Okay. In this Africa, we need to be as united as one.
Lovely.
We're speaking one language, actually.
We are actually.
Yes.
We are actually. Wow, this is so beautiful. So you are like a multi-talented person, you know. How many languages do you know?
I know 6 now, in addition with Afrikaans. Yeah, I'm busy fighting with Afrikaans and I'm not letting it go too.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. I think I'm behind. I thought I knew more languages, but now I only got. I don't know. I'm short by 4.
Hayi uyazama mntakama kuyashiwa uyayilwa ntombazana then hayi uyayi una 4 kunabantu abaneyodwa fu
hey okay
bakhompyutha nje ngesilungu
qha I know ngiyazama because thank you for that.
I'm proud of you ungakwazi ukufikela entweni ejobe kodini sheba ngimoluna kuphaleni thuse ngiyakwa
Ndingabe ndithethe English kwa okanye ndithethe isiXhosa abantu bathi he uring me busuthi wena ube confused. Moving on.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what is it that Nguni Child does? Or what kind of an artist are you? What do you do?
Okay, so Nguni Child took about a long time to figure himself out. It goes with the body, with the voice, with the appearance, confidence, as a person, changing from what you have grown, what you ubukhule kanjani, to understand ukuthi what is Nguni Child going to be like. I was ulwara when I did ingoma ethi Ndiyabaleka ne. So the song was about me running away from something which is, it's myself. You understand? It's a beautiful jazz song. It's very nice and relaxing. And then, so Nguni Child, as I discover, I'm listening to, I think I've got 7 songs.
Oh.
Yes. The song that makes Nguni Child to be a storyteller is Uthando. I went to the studio, so excited. Ne? Ngithe yabona ke manje ngiyokudisa, yes, ngisanalezi ingoma ezothi, baby I love you, I need you. You are my starshine, my everything. Okay. Yeah. Lalela ngise ngiyafika lapha. Athi kulentuka ku Vice Entertainment, the producer said, I'm here to do a love songs, but we're gonna call it Uthando. Okay. But then I have these moments where I look down. Must I call it the guitarist and what's on it? No. Tifuna igugu.
Yes. Like a drum.
Like a drum.
Yeah.
Ngenze a drum. Likhale. I said, this is the right one. Yes. My eyes just went off. What do you want to do? Did you write it down? No. Okay. I didn't write it down. What are you going to do? I'm going to go to the mic and I'm going to sing it. Mangfika lapaya, I was gone. When I come out, listen to the song, totally different from what I expected it to be.
Okay.
The song, I'm going to talk about it. It's about appealing to the goddess of love.
Okay.
Ne? It talks about why do we have breakage in our relationships? Why do we divorce when we are married? Why there's bloodshed when we are in love? Why do we argue when we are in love? Isn't love the best, beautiful thing that combines people, that combines izibongo, that combines abantwana abavundle in the same womb? Isn't love supposed to make the whole world to run smooth? Why do we have so many things that are dysfunctional under love? But love is the first thing that you hear, God is love. And then when we oath under love, because God is what?
Love.
Is love. But we are so broken. So where does the love fit in? Is it a 3-second thing, a 1-minute thing, or what? Because even when it comes to sexuality, to sex, when you're having sex, it takes love. People use love to rob you so that they can get what they want from you. Yeah. So it ended up going there.
Okay. So that's why it came up to something else.
Something else. Even now, even the feel is different from what I expect, and I cannot change it. And this was
it's natural. It came naturally.
I think it came natural. And I've got songs that I have no idea if I would be given a chance to sing them, how will I project them to life? Because I have no idea how did I sing them.
Okay. Silapho. Is Nguni Child a spiritual person?
It turns out to be Nguni Child is a spiritual person who tells stories of Africa, from the landscape to the spiritual movement, to the animals, to the trees, to the oceans.
Okay.
The whole identity of an African child, the whole identity of isintu sethu and whatever we are going through, the importance of mining, it's all an economical, social situation that I'm going through.
Okay.
Every single detail counts. I've got ingoma that talks about cows. It inkomo, guys. The beat of it is mad, ne? And then I went to studio and he said, Zambi inkomo.
Yes.
Zambi inkomo skababa. Mangifika lapha studio athi kuthi mina, okay, kwabizwa amantombazana ayenza.
Yes.
So nami ngithi Zambi inkomo zikababa zi. Athi produce. Why are you singing this song? They sang it. I must sing it. No, it's not your turn to sing. You have to figure out. I sit down and then I went, the song plays. Then it begins. Ndithe ndisethongweni ndasibona ndihlatshwa luphondo lenkomo emthendivu inkomo uRomani lenkomo iza nesikhalo esinzulu seminyaka ngeminyaka. Uyayiva? So it's not about human beings, it's about cows, the value of cows. How we have lost the value of cows as a black nation. Wow. These cows or ox or the cattle, they have given birth to kids, fed kids.
Yes.
That's what the song talks about. Ise amakhwenkwe entabeni.
Yes.
Okweluka asuthu asokwa ichatisile. Uyayiva unomakoti ngenxa yantoni yenkomo. Uyayizwa ebukhosini uma kukhona imigidi kusetshenziswa ntoni inkomo. So now the black people don't value cows anymore.
Yeah.
So we have lost the heritage as a whole. So now the spirit of izinkomo, of the animal kingdom, is part of us. So it selects certain people who would voice out for us. We are created by the Creator to come and assist you guys so that you can have a glamorous life.
Wow. But this is beautiful. And I'm sure, like most of us, we're not understanding how valuable is, like as you're saying, like in Nkomo.
Yeah.
And there's something that made you to talk about it, as you said, when you sing, you give out like you use culture in your songs, right? So I think there's a reason why this happens to you. You need to sing it out to people, leave the message to people, which is beautiful.
Thank you so
much. This is so
much.
beautiful. Can you tell me, when did you know you wanted to choose this path of a career that you're doing right now?
That's the very interesting part. 2018, we did a song, we did a gospel album, Phansi Komthandazo Gospel Group with his UGG.
Okay.
We recorded at G2G studios in Philippi. He's a very great man who recorded our songs. Okay. I wrote some songs in there. I sang most of the songs in there. We had a very beautiful time while we were in studio.
Okay.
Yes, so here we are. Igazi lika Jesu, igazi lika Jesu. Then I go out. When I'm outside, I get a different feel from the sun.
Okay.
Ne? The sun and the atmosphere says, you are singing, but this is not what I have selected you to do.
Okay.
And remember, I don't want to be in the public eye.
Okay.
I don't want people to notice me. I'm an introvert in Tlalendle. This is where the battle is. So now, if you get this message, it's going to be very difficult if I'm going to move out of the group.
Yes.
So that I can be hitting. Even when we took photos, I make sure we think but I'm the organizer of everything. So, and then we did with the album, it was done because it's Cape Town, so it didn't have so much growth because we're under denomination. We're hoping that the denomination is going to help it to grow. And then I looked for a studio because I used to do gala dinners. So in the gala dinners, we used to sing. So I wanted something that is going to carry the gala dinner throughout, whether it's 12 hours or whatsoever.
Okay.
And then I did a gospel song during the COVID time. It was about amaqhawe esonto lethu. While I was singing, then producer Lono Vice asked me, my bro, a word for you, man. You sing very nicely, but definitely this is not you. I can feel you pa kusimpiwe dana. I feel you pa kuthandiswa amazwi kuphila dlozi utata the late Jabu Khanyile. This is where you are. Ngizoshaywa la nguJesu uzongibhebisa. Yabona la sengiyacabanga manje. Ngicabanga ukuthi cabanga nje sengithi ithini ingoma kalentuka katatu Jabu Khanyile engicabangayo. Shosho istimela. Yes, ngikhohle ukuthi ngizocula kanjani ngathi I'm going to get into trouble. Was he a religious person? I look at him, Thandiswa Mazwai. Yeah, I love Thandiswa Mazwai. I would relax and do.
Yeah, okay, sound right.
Yes. Okay, he said sing. I ngacula ngaqeda. What when you are ready, write a song for the first time. Write a song from your heart.
Okay.
I sat back. I gave myself 2 weeks. I wrote a song. Yati ingoma ndiyabaleka. Went to studio. Akabikho yena. Ngashuta noZulu, ngayenza nami ngarecorda noZulu. What uZulu? How does the song go? I sang something that is close to the songs that exist in the world. Atikana kuZulu, no booty. Awuzukwazi. You have to sing your own heart. This is your road. It's yours. You do you. Hey! That's telling inyembezi mfondini kutsho kwaXhosa sathi boom. Okay, dathi ke ngoku okay. Ndiphelelwa lithemba. Andinamandla. Ndithwala izandla enhloko. Ndiyoyika. Because I'm afraid now.
Yes.
Andinathando. I believe in nothing. And then I said, Ndiyabaleka, ndibalekele endlini yakho. Okay. I said, okay, we are moving. Then waqala program wenza yonke into. What continue? The first thing that jumped into my head, yathi ndivizingqi emva kwam andiboni ntutu ndivizingqi emva kwam andiboni ntutu ndiyabaleka.
Wow, what a beautiful voice. You are gifted.
Thank you so
You
much.
are so gifted. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you so much.
Nguni, can you tell me, how has your definition of success changed since you first started performing?
Your performances, they are beautiful. Each performance that you did,
Yeah.
you have to look at it. Sometimes the whole system, mankhuluma ngesystem ngikhuluma ngami.
Yeah.
My ears, my toes, my everything doesn't want to look at it. And then you're like, I'm so scared of myself. I'm so scared. Was I dressed right? Because being an art carrier,
Yes.
a creative for healing, it goes with clothing. It goes with a good environment for yourself before it goes to the other people.
Yes.
Yeah, so performing, I had to grow out of it. I have to make a million mistakes so that I can grow for it.
From
Yes, from it. Yeah, when we went to Hermanas, that was a very outstanding performance for me. I was not matured at that time. I was still maturing, and labo bhuti balaphayana nabo sisibizele ecaleni othiwa hey bhuti uyazi uthe uma ucula le ngoma ethi yes amampondomse yes, which is I don't even know why did the song select me particularly. Uthi I felt something iti gudula ngaphakathi kumina bathi yana ma goosebumps ne uGcwala.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, uthi I felt those things in my body. Uthi ngakhumbula ugogo wami ekhaya. You know, and what did they have gone through? Uthi they said uthi kunento onayo ngaphakathi okufanele ukuthi uyishare. I would qhaka ngokuyise I wonder if the people understand. Yes. I don't have a song that looks like the other song. All my songs, they cover in different genres. Good. But they all fall under jazz.
Lovely.
Undilindile is different from Undidedele.
Okay.
Undidedele is different from kulentuka inkomo.
Okay.
Inkomo is different from kuayeza. Uayeza is different from kulentuka kundiyabaleka. Everybody is different. It's colorful songs. They're like not a Christmas tree. No.
Yonke into. Is it like every
like,
song's got its own message.
It's got its own
that
message.
It goes out there.
Yes.
Different songs.
Yes.
Okay.
Even Nalo Moya Uyasiphilisa, there's a song that is more like Zionist cultural thing. It talks about unity, but it's got a different feel.
Okay, that's beautiful. So beautiful. I just want to ask you now. How can you define spirituality or energy in your own words?
Okay, so the to me umoya ne. So in esintwini what I have subconsciously adopted ukuthi umoya umnye, but when it comes to English it breaks it down to, yes, there's a spirituality, like there's an argument about African spirituality and there's an argument about there's a other spiritual.
Yes.
So if Africans, they feel like they want to fight about African spirituality, they want to reroute themselves before they go to the universal spirituality.
Okay.
Yes, they are looking for the essence of being an African child.
Okay.
This is what it means. So the energy, it is what possesses us before spirituality.
Okay.
The energy is what I am and what my contract is all about.
Okay.
Yes, Alan. So when you meet Nguni Child, or when you meet the essence of Amasweleba, Lwandile Mdizinwas, you are meeting the energy that is calm, loving, accepting, you understand, original, aware and conscious into the world and all the things that are living. But when you meet Ilentuka, then on top of that spirituality, it is now understanding the environment, the air that we breathe, the species that are created, the fundamentals of humanity. What are we here for? Which is astrology, we could say it, which is in simple bubungoma.
Yes.
The messages that comes through, how you view the other people's understanding, how people get involved into religion and all that. That is the whole spirituality to me. That's how I understand it. In my end, oh God, there's this terrible part of being, they call it spiritual awakening. Oh
yes.
God, that's the most difficult.
Tell me about that.
That's the most difficult part of your life. Oh my God!
Explain to us this what in your understanding, this spiritual awakening, like what does it involve?
It's when I think it takes 20 elements of life out of the 5 elements, which is water, which is fire, which is the air that we breathe, which is spirit, the energy that you talked about. So when these things, they come together, remember, we are born into an illusion of life. In this illusion, then we are born into society. In this society, the society starts accepting you through the mother. When they say uzomitha nini wena mfazi ndini, uyayizwa leyo nto, then the child is there, uzomithi, oh, and then it goes like this. I hope it's a boy or it's a girl. Yes. So already the society has already toned you up. You are born, the child is there. They come, those ones, people, they come with different types of energies. These energies, if the mother doesn't know how to work around them spiritually, we differentiate from energy to spiritual. If she doesn't know how to work with them spiritually, they sit on the child for the rest of the child's life.
Okay.
And they create best and they create confusion on the child. Then when the child is walking, the child steals sugar, and then that marks. Yes. It's a mark.
So we need, in your understanding, we need to be careful what we say to our kids as they grow up.
As they grow.
We need to define or be careful how we are saying it, because it might stick to that child.
Yes. Okay? The spirit might stick into the energy. To the energy, it comes to the flesh and blood. It sticks there. Then we have a ruined
Wow.
nation. We'll have a ruined president, ruined ministers, ruined whatsoever, teachers, mothers, husband, wives, whatever you want to declare yourself in this life, it will be ruined.
Wow.
So it counts. Every single word counts.
Oh, you answered me.
Thank
Wow.
you.
I'm having the chills now. Now I'm having the goosebumps.
There is no way Uguti, there's the Uguti, I know this is an empty space. If the universe decided to create an empty space from earth to the skies, and then there's a space somewhere, there's a reason why. And there's a reason why the subconscious of human beings, they decided to filter that space with planes, helicopters. It's actually a space for birds to move around. But now they decided to use it for transport. Yeah.
Nice, lovely. Wow. I've learned a lot. And some things we might take for granted. What we've just had now, some things we might take for granted, but it's really happening around us. Thank you for that, Nguni. Now tell me, quick one, I want to understand. What do you believe happens when we die? And does that belief shape you? How does it shape you in the living? So what is it you believe happens when we die?
Okay.
In your belief.
In my belief. Nguni Child is a storyteller, right? So when it comes to earthly or being on earth, the most identification is music. We identify as a musician. It depends ukuthi ufana nomama ugcina mhlophe yini. Uyamkhumbula umama ugcina mhlophe?
Yes, yes.
So I can do storytelling like ngisibalise. Zingane zami ngesikhathi nisebancane. I can do that. But I tell stories according to music. So it falls under music, but I'm not a musician.
Okay.
I'm an artist, but that doesn't go to music. So I don't need so much instrument. I'm going to the question that you are talking about.
Carry on.
So, yes. So when it comes to life of when we die, what happens? It depends geographically. Ne? Use China, use Europe, use Germany, use Egypt, use Africa.
Okay.
Where in Africa?
Are you?
Yes.
Nice.
Now, in Africa, we are being colonized in two ways. Oh, mudimo we kupo intshwarele hle. I need your touch. This is gonna go bad.
No. Got you.
So in Africa, we've been colonized by Christianity, in Islam. So that is 70% of Christianity and a certain percentage of Islam and a 35% of Isintu. Yes. So that means we actually are driven away from the essence of being an African child to realize ukuthi uma sibhubha kwenzakalani. There's a beautiful story about kings, ne? Ukuthi uma when they die bayahamba bayofakwa emqolombeni, they get planted, a tree grows or a river grows.
Okay.
Back. Yes. And that is coming back izokwenzakala eKapa where you're gonna be caved and then they wrap you up. That's why people had to be wrapped in isikhumba senkomo. Every person that exists on earth is important, whether they are working or they are not working, whether they are a security or they are a doctor. They are important, special. Disabled, not disabled. They formulate what the creator is. Yeah, even. Now, when we die, there's two ways of death. Oh, kune cycle between nayo bomi iyandidika. If we're looking at it in an African way, it's beautiful reincarnation. Yes, we die, you go, uyakuma ati, you sit with your grandmothers, they wear your hat and everything. Ne? After that, they decide you are pure. Have you finished all the things that you were supposed to do? Bangapha abantu obalimazile laphaya. If you are a good spirit, uzoba umoya olungileyo hovering to correct all the wrong things.
Okay.
Apha eAfrica. If you are a bad spirit, you have to go mntanami uyohlaba ubuyele phakathi uzawubhabha esiswini somnye umfazi uzokorekisha. Or if you are committed to a certain thing, that thing will take your spirit and keep you somewhere. Most of the spirits here in Africa, they are not where they are supposed to be. They are kept under things where they are not supposed to be. Asiqale kanje.
Okay.
There's a song that says, I am a Nguni child. Ndibavile bememeza zintabeni, Nguni child. Ndibavile bememeza mifuleni, Nguni child. Then when I begin with the song, it actually talks to me. Ne? But where I'm going is that there's our great grandmothers, grandfathers, sisters, uncles who died on the roads bebheke egoli, who died on the roads beqhuba imoto besiza eKapa and they were in an accident. Abanye babhubhele emifuleni beyokha amanzi for their kids. Abanye babo bawa ezintabeni. And those spirits, because of the new adoptions, they have not been claimed and been brought home. Why do we have homes?
Hey.
Why kumele ukuthi sibe nezinto ezibizwa ngokuthi this is my home?
Hey.
Huh? This woman uma ethwalwa kuthiwa manje uzoba umakoti wala ekhaya uzokokha lo muzi amakona from that one. When she dies efumana ingozi eBefort West umphefumulo wakhe awulanda. Why did she build the home from the beginning? We are, for me, subconsciously, we are deviating away from the true essence of what is umzi. We are so depending on the outsources that don't understand who we are. Utheni umntana oyintombazana enencindezelo ngenza umzekelo. That spirit is gonna stand there, and when the spirit is standing there, is looking for help. Any car that passes at night, kuye is a time where she shows up, she shines. Uzakwenza ingozi because she's still looking for help. There's somebody who, when she was still alive, she was informed ukuthi there's a rescuer. Kunomuntu ozaba ngumhlengi wakho. That person is not there now ukuthi azomhlenga. Uzothula uzochayisa imoto zabantu. Yebo. So there's something wrong. But if we do spiritual collections, sisi ulimele manje ubhubhele la muntu asekhaya sizokulanda siyakugodusa sibusa ekhaya. At the same time, we have to look at the events of life. Community still counts. Kunento emensiona ngomnye uprofessor athi Africans, they work on a matter. We don't wait for a matter, ingxaki, inkinga, mulatu. Akuthakhele mulatu pile, ne? Then you act on it. These things that we call ilentuka isintu sethu amasiko, they had to be a problem. Then we have to look for the problem ukuthi sisolve kanjani. This is where the maths comes in.
Yes.
Ne?
Yes.
This is where the science comes in. Science, science and nesintu is one and the same. I thought it was not one and the same. So kuhlalwa phansi emadoda nanku lo mntana kazibani akachami man una 12 usachama nangoku ewe simsile kwagqirha kwathi iblood yakhe ayinangxaki simsile emntwini kwathiwa akanangxaki lo mntana ufuna ukwenza into ethi. Now there's a resistance because of individual beliefs. Ukuthi hi. One auntie says, "Hayi masimxheleleni ibhokhwe man lo mntana." Axhelela ibhokhwe umntana. And then kokuphilile.
Okay.
There's nothing we can do about that. It's in the genes.
End of the
genealogy.
That's where the science come in.
This is where the science matter. It's a matter. Africans are running away from the matter. Ungayibaleka ngoku uqine. iyangena esizukulwaneni sakho sis okanye umbethe umntwana bhayize umona umntwana egcwele istrato. It's the matter that you didn't want to correct. Selfish. We have never been so selfish ungathi singabelungu ondlebe ezikhanyela kanti asiyibona. Okay,
but all in all lento ibuyela back ebantwaneni bethu izizukulwane zethu.
yes, yabona kune quotation engithandayo ethi ngizonithola kwisizukulwana sesine. We misunderstood it. I figure,
but it's a strong saying, eh?
It's a strong saying.
It's a strong saying.
Oh, it's a strong. You really have to watch out for the guns. Uma ufunda incwadi ebhalwe umuntu. You have to watch out for the guns. Any author that exists in the world that wrote a book, any musician, a musician and a writer, they are all from the creator. They are doing exactly the same thing. It's only the commodity of money that separates them from one another. It's only that. Umamu Miriam Makeba, she was not a musician to me. She was a fighter. She talk about inkomo. She talk about ilentuka ukukhulula kwe-Africa, but the only weapon, the gun that she could carry
was music.
While the others, they were fighting physical.
Weapons, yes.
Yes. Oh, Solomon Mahlangu, may his soul not rest in peace. I don't believe in resting in peace. Solomon Mahlangu was I think for me, he's the only child that was not stained by blood killing out of all the politics. And they bloody hanged him upside down for being a good child fighting for the youth of South Africa so that we can have a decent life that was not supposed to be for us. I'm talking about the spirituality now. We're talking about spirit and the energy that affects us. We had great freedom fighters, which is also Solomon Mata. I respect that boy, but so little of him that exists. He was only, he was about 24. Yeah.
A shame. I understand.
Yeah. I feel for him. Out of all the politicians that exist, I feel for him, for that boy. Anyway,
Amen.
Thank you. I'll drink to that.
Let's drink to that, yes.
Swelema. Yeah.
All right. Now, as understanding Nguni Child, no? You explained earlier on that you are a singer, right? That sings, that gives a story. There's a story behind your songs, and you're a storyteller, right? So tell me, when you're performing out there, ne? When you look at the crowd, like in one of your events, right? What is the one emotion you're hoping to receive or to gain from them or to feel from them when you are performing?
Here we go. I'll reflect back to Ngugusasise when this song eti dilindele wena dilindile oh dilindele wena dilindile masibuyele mbo ma Africa inyeke chakweli kuyakhalwa ngapha undilindile is one of the songs that I sang kula show esasiyekuyo where there was cars. You understand? The environment was beautiful for me, and I was learning through fashion, spiritual movement, the energy and all that stuff. So I performed Undilindile. Undilindile has got the girl, man. I forgot what's her name. She's amazing. She's here in Cape Town.
Okay.
So she would go, Dilinde, Undilinde, Undilinde. And then the backupping goes, Dilindile wena, dilindile, masibuyele mbo ma Africa, inyeke chakweli, kuyakhalwa ngapha, kuyahlekwa ngapha, ayo, welele. So to me, that means there is things from the past that we need to look at to prepare for the future. You understand? A window. Kunezigaba ngezigaba esihamba kuzona singabantu, but you'll never see them because of the sun and the night. So when the beats start playing, an indigenous child will react to the beat. The child, once they hear that sound of that girl, something in there start moving. When the background says Ndilindile, it will give a new aspiration to the child before they hear the actual song. What is it all about? Uzabane story sakhe, how they receive these songs. It's either they receive it to their trauma, the beauty of whatever it happens. Then if I say ngoku masibuyele mboma Africa, then they start coming back to life. Oh, I'm listening to the song of Nguni Child ethi Ndilindile. I need to listen and find out how does he projects life and his life experience and the others that exist on earth. You understand? So ngoku the song, this type of a song, it's about the reaction that I receive from the people. It's the energy. It's comes in different forms. I don't know how to I don't even know how to do this, the Xhosa people. But uza awomxhosa umntana ompondo uzakwenzisa impondo owebhaca uyifaka phansi kwekhwapha. Whatever you are, it will truly come out.
Okay.
If you are a preserved person, like you don't know how to dance and do anything, you sit down and then you watch the space. Now you are using me, yes, to project yourself on how to actually that person sees more than what I'm doing. They read more than what I'm doing. They are concentrating.
Yes.
So they can see more visuals of life through what I'm saying, what I'm doing, and what everybody is doing. And then they fit in, they blend in more. So it is an unknown and a good feeling that summarizes and that goes up into the divinity. Uguti, this hour, in this second, in this minute, in this day, in this year, this happened.
Lovely.
You understand?
Wow.
So yes, this is what I want.
To live within, feeling like energy.
Yes, so that goes to the audience. The audience, it could be anywhere, but there's particular places where you cannot perform such songs. The people, they need... if we've got 50 people in the room, and then 30% of the people, they believe in a different story, or they are so used to the type of music, so that means it's going to be difficult for them to give the energy from the beginning to the particular song.
Yeah.
But Nguni Child has got different types of songs.
Okay.
Agana ngoma A1.
Taking me to the next question. What type of events does Nguni Child go to?
Nguni Child goes to events. Any type of event is beautiful, but it must be a little bit understanding towards being an African child. So I'm expecting abona uMaskandi. Ne? Maskandi carries the biblical story of the future and the past. Yes, angazi ukuthi ngizobala obani nje, all the babantu abacula uMaskandi, they carry a story of it. So I need those environment apho khona uThandiswa Mazayi, Phila Dlozi, Simphiwe Dana, and all that stuff. Yes, it's more grounding and artists. I can be with the DJ apho khona bekhona the environment, because like I said to umzekelo apha kwezindawo ezinkulu apho khona abantu bedibana khona, they would enjoy the music because it's healing from a different side.
Yes.
It's yabona kunekuthiwa acupuncture, where they put needles on you.
Yes.
This type of music is like that. Nobody's expecting it.
I understand. It comes in a different vibe.
Yes, it just comes boom in a different vibe. They take it home And then when they are sitting at home, it's like it works on their system and their
It's like a memory, ba.
yes.
What I've gone through.
Yabona ngqondo ngixelela ntoni
Yes,
kwenzeka ntoni.
Which one I understand. So, kumculo wakho, you don't have like a band. You use drums. Is that a backup vocalist?
I've got
Explain to us, Kanye.
yes. There's a band, there's a guitarist,
Okay.
there's a pianist,
Okay, okay.
There's back singers. But now I'm moving, I want to gravitate towards since I've come to acknowledgement of storytelling, to make things more simpler and understood upon.
Okay.
Ngiyalithanda igubu, ama-percussions.
Yes.
Ama-percussions.
Okay.
And I love shakes. I love it. There's many instruments that in Africa that are available to play. So I just need to connect with those people so that they bring. So if I listen to those like Zawada, when they play these instruments, my energy levels, they go up, and then you can feel, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. So I need to connect, to communicate with Umvelingang so that I can find those people who can do this. Then the more poetic side storytelling can be done.
Okay.
There's if something is iqoshiwe,
yes,
it's the past. Yebo. Person can use it to their own abilities. There's stories that needs to be told now. There's stories that needs to be told now. So now I will need izinto ezinje. Ngibalise ngothi unonkala uyadidiyela ngasemlanjeni. Wadidiyela. Wenza ntoni nonkala? What does that mean? It means something is coming, something is coming, something is coming, something is coming. Is it a great thing? No. It's not a good thing. So there's stories that needs to be told to warn
about.
This is what music is about. It's a small weapon that Umvelingang, the creator, can use, okanye izidalwa zikamoya, that can use to warn people that is not harmful. Yes, because uma ngizokuwubula ngempama, I'm disturbing the whole order kama art. But now if I'm using music,
yes,
then I'm not disturbing anything. You listen to it and then you keep it, and then it summarizes your life and the future. You understand? So we need these moments in part of us.
Lovely.
In our lives.
Oh, Anduvi. Come again, funubuza something.
Yeah.
If you were if ngatwa you are a item in the kitchen, any item in the kitchen, what item will it be and why?
And why? How wealthy uzila lo mhlolo engibuza ulomake. How am I?
Just tell us, which item will that be in the kitchen? And why would you choose that item?
Uyawazi lama komithi lawa amancane lawa kudala ayihamba nesauce.
Like a teacup.
Teacup,
yes.
Uyawona ama teacup
yes.
aphuma kudala ekhabethini.
Okay.
Uma kufike abantu.
Visitors. I know visitors only. Yes. I'm sure each and every one of us grew up ngazithatha izo cups. Ngazithatha.
Uyayiva. Wayikethile yazo is special. The same long life that you are buying is gonna be totally different from that day. The same rooibos lo oyiphunga every day is about special. The biscuits zakhona zi special. I want to be that cup.
Okay.
Yes, I want that teacup.
Yes.
Ihlala phaya imani yosula.
Xa kudasta ukukhutha
ikhutshwa ifakwe emanzini. Are different from home because bawuhlanje ezinyise kuyakhawuleziswa kuthiwe kuthi sibeke phansi isule nihlamba ngeze but when it comes to that uyaphule nje basho mama bamaxhosa bomzulu uyaphule nje uqonda kahle wena. Yeah, so I want to be that one that is being not special. You are a monument.
Okay.
It's what those cups, they made homes. Even the other females around the village or upper society in the community, I always listen to women when they talk because the women, they are the most interesting, powerful sources of life. We have to give respect to them. Oh, another thing, I want to congratulate all the people who have graduated everywhere.
Oh, congrats.
Colleges, whatever, universities.
Yes.
But they mustn't forget that they need to teach everyone whatever they have learned. Because we
Very
don't,
important.
Because we don't know who's gonna fall and when. So the knowledge of an African child is through oral, through clothes, through statues, through whatsoever. So share the knowledge secretively. Nice. You go and study for yourself so that you can have a degree and masters and honors, but you don't act West and keep it for yourself to teach the other people. Hi, then they medicine. Kuthatha into ethile into ethile udityaniswe so that you can heal other people. Do that for people so that we can survive. Le aisuke kum. Let the other people survive. Don't be jealous.
Amen.
Don't be grounded by a degree.
Okay. So, Aaron, question for me was, what is the last thing that you have Googled that will make you embarrassed?
Yo!
Tell us. The last thing that you have Googled and that will make you embarrassed. One share. Come on, we want to know.
Yo.
Kaskale.
Hey, I Googled. You know when you go to Google and then say, boom, Nguni Child. I Googled myself. And then
I said, will make you embarrassed.
This I'm alone. Is seeing myself on Google.
Oh. Kaskale njalo. Kukenzekani apho? Saqala.
I was young. And no, you know why? I can never be embarrassed by anybody that is existing in this world. Whatever they do, they're doing it for their own purposes. They are serving their life. Everybody to me is beautiful. Yeah, because it takes a lot of hard work to create human beings. It takes a lot of hard work to create lions to keep up with the lion race, hippos to keep up with the hippo race, impugane to keep with the impugane race. It takes a lot of work, a lot of energy. It is linded. So whatever I said, it's embarrassing up Google, but because it's there and Google has accepted. So it's me.
Nice. Was that because you were trying to remind you of where you come from, or you wanted to see, like, is it something that you normally do? How far you or like in Kumbuzo, when you start cooking yourself, or why would you do that?
It's called an awakening.
Okay.
When you are awakening, you look at yourself, you do introspection. You look at yourself because you have to make an exception of your leg, your toes. Remember, xa ukhulayo ne uthi xa udlula apha estradeni so uthi ngomlenze ombi uyayiva uthi ngenhloko enkulu. You know those things ne, they sit with you to take a certain percentage of your life. Nokuthi okay, I've got a big head, but gravity iyayazi why unenhloko, so that you don't fall
End of the day.
at the end of the day.
It balances the whole body.
Yayiva loo nto leyo okanye kusenembaqa ekhismatol nekhismatol. No, because you are Lwandile Mdizinwas, Nguni Child. You need to look specifically like
Yes.
this because your line has been like this. In
Yes.
order for the gravity to hold you for you, for who you are, you need to look like this.
Okay.
Funeka ube nendlebe enkulu.
Okay. Sure.
So that is that. This is how I got shocked with Google, and it was on Facebook. I was like, yeah,
That head is there.
yeah.
All right.
Don't again.
Do you think, in your understanding, aliens exist?
Ooh,
And I'm not done. If, in your understanding, aliens exist, ne? Do you think they are more spiritually than we are as humans?
Okay. This is we are traveling in a space of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
We are discovering far deeper than any other generations from let's say from the 80s to the centuries. Let's say 35 AD to 375 AD is coming up. We are discovering more as humans what we are. There is a beautiful story of the Anunnakis, ne? And the Anunnakis. Now we have to go back to language. The Anunnakis, you will identify things through the language. The language plays a big role. English hides everything. There's a word that says inqwelontaka okanye ngesizulu indizamshini. Planes were not there ngela xesha lelentuka lendizamshini.
Yes.
Otatomkhulu, where did they get indizamshini at that time? But the word endentuka esizulwini ikhona nasesixhoseni ikhona. That means somebody saw it.
Yeah.
There's amagama esixhoseni that English cannot do them. They are only in Xhosa. But because sixelelwe ngesingisi, then we say isiXhosa is incomplete. Kanti isiXhosa has been aligned with okanye isiZulu okanye isiVenda is aligned with nature. It's done. The next thing is technology that is done. We are borrowing technology from somewhere, and for that technology to be in full function, idinga iAfrica for minerals so that izosebenza. Yebo, izimbiwa ezithile ukuze lamafoni athile asebenza. But for these phones to sebenza, they need to work with ilentuka some type of energy from somewhere. So the Anunnaki, the aliens have shaped humankind. Where the story is so I think we got Umvelinqang somewhere, or the creator of the universe itself has done something to give birth to human beings. Okay, I'm gonna take this story. The Anunnakis are 457,000 years old, coming to Earth from now going backwards. They come. When they get here, if we follow the other story of the ocean people, we know most would say we are the Atlantic people,
yes,
right?
Yes.
That's why we there's a story that comes out, says 7 women came out of the ocean and they were covered in hair. They were as hairy as nobody could imagine. They didn't know who they are. What are they doing? They were just women. So Nguni Child everywhere. Instagram Nguni Child with a low high, ne? It's a low key child, ne? Facebook Nguni Child, TikTok Nguni Child. So yeah, mostly sometimes in the demands live to Google TikTok, but then I sing. I don't talk. I'm not there for talking. I'm just there for singing and all that stuff. But I'm on every social media where a person can talk. You can even inbox me if you want some songs to direct, or send me an email. Yeah, that's Nguni Child. Yeah, that's Nguni Child. It's an African child.
As African as you can be.
As African as you can be.
Taking us to your outfit. Tell us more about it. You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Uyayazi ba jonga sisine ndikhule kunobhuti babephethe amagqudu ne bephethe ile ntuka omega I'm grown like literally I'm grown.
Age.
Okay, so I'm used to all booty ababenxiba amabheshu.
Yes.
Benxiba intombi zinxiba izikhakha and whatsoever. It looks so beautiful and so natural. Impundu yentombi ikhavarishwe yile ntuka sesikhakha nje sincane nje. So such things like this,
beautiful.
It's easy to make.
You look beautiful.
Thank you so much. They represent indigeneity, African childhood. Ndingumntana lapha eAfrica bethu ndingabheshuza. So we must get used to amantombazana anxiba iziketi ezifitshane kuvele ipaint. No, it's fine. Yes. Don't take it as a commodity. Disappoint umntana uthi mntana unxibe isidala sethu sasinxiba kanje, so that he izophuma laa ngqondo into yoba I'm here for another purpose. The men must see me, I can do this. Uyayiva. So we want to beat that by saying intombi kakade kudala zazinxiba kanje. Uyayiva. Abafana babenxiba kanje. To be reckless, not into perfection. Uyayiba?
Yo.
Ume nje insizwa la ukhala into those things they are a part of us.
Yes, ma'am.
Asingawabelungu thina bonke ukuhlohla isibhamu. I want to shoot and shoot and shoot. We are not angry. We're not angry people.
Oh, Nguni, ndiyabulela kakhulu. Bekumandi banawe. Thank you so much. We have learned a lot. Like traditional wise, which we've never known. I'm sure our listeners out there have learned and seen more into culture and tradition. Hey, guys, this takes us to the end of our session. Thank you so much for chilling with me. Just before I leave, I would like to announce that this is the last session that we're collabing with Orangine. Unfortunately, I'm so sad. I want to say thank you so much for your support, Orangine. We enjoyed your marketing and your support. Thank you so much. Ne? Before we leave, I want to say thank you so much again to you, Nguni. It was good having you around. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, share your comments, add anything and share. Ne? Nice to see you. Hope to see you in another session again. Bye.
Bye. Yo, sohlangane marenke. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my sweetie, for coming. It was beautiful.